Well, hello class. In today's lesson, we are learning how to create a document with title pages, lists, tables, and watermarks. This is Module 4 of Microsoft Word. All right, so to get started with any document, we're going to come down here to our Windows icon. We go to our Windows icon, we go all the way down, and we select Word 2016. Once we do that, we have a blank document that pops up. One of the first things that we do when we log into our Microsoft Word account is we want to go and we want to change our theme. So we're going to hit the Design tab. We're going to go to our themes. From themes, a lot of you all don't have Celestial, so we're going to use Circuit. It might not seem like it did anything, but it actually changed the colors, the fonts, and the actual title. Okay? All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to click the Home button, and we're going to center align our text. Once we do that, the cursor just goes from over here to in the middle. Next, we are going to type Dover Park. After that, I'm going to hit Enter, and I'm going to type Animal Clinic. Once I do that, now is where the fun stuff happens. Now I am going to format it. So I'm going to highlight it with my cursor. Oop, I spelled clinic wrong. Just see if you saw what I did. I literally just right-clicked over it and the right words came up to change it. Okay? So I highlight with my cursor the words that I want to change. So I want to change it to 72 font all the way at the bottom, and I want to change my font type to Bernard. I think it's Bernard MT condensed. All I really had to type was BER, and then it popped up. Okay? There. Now it changed. Good. Once we have that, I'm going to change my Animal Clinic to a purple color. So anytime I want to change the font color, I'm going to come up to this A with the line under it. Right now it's red, or it says has a red line under it. I want to change that to purple. It's going to say purple accent 4. Good. Next. Now I'm going to highlight with my cursor Dover Park, and I want to put a border around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to, this is called my borders. So it's in my paragraph group, it's my borders. I hit the down arrow and go all the way down where it says border and shading. Once I do that, I am going to turn the page. I'm looking for a greenish color, so I'm going to select box border. Make sure you're in the borders tab, box border. From there, my style is already defaulted to what I want it to be, but my color, here's what I'm going to change. I'm looking for a greenish color, so let's go with this. This is Lime Accent 1. Go ahead and click on that. And I want my width to be 6. So I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom and select 6. I'm applying it just to what I highlighted because it's under paragraph, not my whole document. Okay? Once I do that, after I change this, set this, change my color to lime, my width to 6 points, I'm going to hit OK. And this is what pops up. Now I'm going to do it to Animal Clinic. So I highlight with my cursor. Once I do that, I go back to my borders, hit the down arrow, borders and shading. I'm going to go back to box. My style is the same, but this time I'm going to choose almost like an orangish color. So I'm going to hit the down arrow. And I think I'm going to select this, Orange Accent 2. I'm going to click on it. My width has actually stayed the same, and I'm applying it to my paragraph. I hit OK, and it changed. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight Dover Park, just like I did beforehand, but now what I want to do is I want to fill this color inside here with a different color. I want something like maybe a teal. So I'm going to come up here to where it says shading, and I'm going to hit my down arrow, and I'm looking for a color like teal, so I think I'm going to choose teal, accent 6. Go ahead and click on that. Once I do that, the whole thing changes. but now the black doesn't look right. So I'm going to highlight Dover Park, and I'm going to change my text color. It's found up here. I'm going to hit this down arrow, and I'm going to change it to white. Click on that. Now I have Dover Park in white, and I have Animal Clinic in purple. Next thing, we're going to go to clearing the formatting, okay? So every time I give you guys a topic, these are some of the topics that it's going to ask you in the essay. So that's the reason why I tend to put some of the information on the board up front when I go through it in class. So if you notice, when you click down here, it's still at 72 font. I don't want it at 72 font anymore. So in order to clear the formatting, I'm going to go all the way up here by this A with the eraser over it. That clears the formatting. I click it, it goes back to the original formatting. Okay? Once I do that, now I want to insert a smart art graphic. That's another concept, inserting a smart art graphic. So I'm going to come over here to my Insert tab. Smart Art is located in the Illustrations group. I'm going to click the Smart Art. It's asking me specifically to look for, in the List group, so I'm going to click List, I'm looking for Grouped List Layout. So I'm going to come down here. It is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th one down, and it's the second one over. It's called Grouped List. I click on it, then I hit OK. Ta-da! A nice little graphic pops up. After I do that, I want to remove this row here. I don't need this row, so I have to delete a shape from my graphic smart art. That will be something that the exam probably asks you. So in order to do that, I can't just click on the middle because it's not going to delete correctly. It's simply just going to make a sound. So what I have to do is I have to actually come to the outside of the shape, and I click it there. It's still highlighted, so it has these dots around the ends. Once it's highlighted like that, all I do is hit the backspace button. I hit it once, I hit it twice, I hit it 3 times, and it is gone. And now I have 2. But I need 4 of these. So in order to get my 4, I'm simply going to click, just like I clicked on the edge of the shape. Now I'm going to right click on my mouse. Once I right click on my mouse, I'm going to go to where it says Add Shape. I'm going to add shape after. I'm going to click that. I'm going to right click it again, add shape after, and now I have my 4. But now that looks weird. So now I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. Click on the edge, right click, add shape after, right click again, add shape after. Once I do that, now I have my 4, and now I can start typing in the text that I need there. So the first one is patience. Sorry, I have a cord in my way. P-A-T-I-E-N-T-S. And the patience that I have are things such as birds. Oops. I hit enter. Don't want to hit enter. So I'm going to hit undo so it goes back to its regular font. So I'm typing birds. I'm going to click down to the next one, which is cats. And the next one is dogs. After dogs, I have rabbits. Over here, we have services. The services is boarding. Boarding, not boards. I have grooming. Ooh, not grooming. Obviously, Ms. Hall can't spell. After grooming, I have surgery. And after surgery, I have wellness. Good. After that, I'm going to edit it a little bit. So I'm going to change the colors on the Smart Art graph. Changing the colors on the Smart Art graph is another title. So I'm going to click here. I want colorful accent colors 3 to 4. So I'm going to go down to colorful, and I'm going to go over to my accent colors. This one is 3 to 4, but I think I'm going to go for the 5 to 6 actually. So we're going to click on the 5 to 6. Once we do that, we get a nice little mix of colors. After that, I'm going to choose this one over here, which is called Inset. So I'm going to go to my Smart Art Styles, then I'm going to go to Inset because now I am applying a style to it. It looks like it's bubbly, like there's bubbles on it. All right, next thing we're going to do, we're going to come down to the bottom once again. Once we come to the bottom, I'm going to type full service friendly care for your pets. Exclamation mark.
Party interruption. Seniors, at the sound of the bell, if you have a mentor you need to report to room 10, there's no need for you to grab your lunch. Lunch will be provided.
Once I typed full service friendly care for your pets, I'm going to highlight that with my cursor. And I'm going to go to my font group. This is my font. This is my group. I want to hit that dialog box. Okay, once that pops up, I want to type in Bernard NT Condensed. Then I want it to be, for the font style, italic. And I want my size to be 36. I can either do this or I can actually type in 36. I want my font color to be purple accent 4. And I want it to be in small caps. Once I do that, I'm going to go to Advanced. I want my spacing. Right now it says normal. I want it to be expanded. Right now it says 1 point. I want it to be at 7. Once I do that, I hit OK. And ta-da! Full service care for your pets. I hit the backspace button so I can get it on one page. Okay, you notice it's left aligned. Let me see what happens when I middle align it. Yeah, I think I want to center align it right there. Okay. Now I am going to actually give you the next steps to this lesson in another video. I'm running out of a little bit of time and I want to make sure that you guys have a full understanding about what we are supposed to do for the next section, because we will be inserting an existing document from an open file. So because of that, I actually have to take something that I posted to Google Classroom and download it. Okay? So for now, this is what we got. Wait for part 2. Thank you. I forgot to tell you guys to save. That is one of the most important things here. So we have document 1, Word. That's the default. We want to make sure we save it. So we go to File. Once we go to File, go to Save As. You guys can save it to your documents. You probably have documents that pops up. Mine looks a little different. So I'm browsing and I'm going to my documents there. Okay? And I'm going to change it to Dover Park Sample because I have multiple Dover Parks. Obviously, you can see it here. I have multiple Dover Parks. So because of that, I want to make sure that we're on the same page. Okay, so this is my sample. I'm going to save it. Once I save it, I know that it's saved once that up there changes to what I saved it to. Okay, now you're good. Make sure when you open it back up, you go to File and you go to Open, not Save. All right, until next time.